Welcome back. Here we are, episode 18, and holy jumping. So again, apologies for leaving you off. I hate leaving things unfinished. So we have where we left off. We were deciding between the rocks and the fence, and obviously we definitely chose the rocks. So nobody voted. That's okay. I'm just going to continue on with what we did. Now we did have to make a little change in the sense of different rocks. These rocks are a lot bigger. We did kind of do a little move around, and the ones in 22 were a lot smaller. But as you can see, I've tested them out. There are a few things, if you hit them hard enough, you'll go over. But for the most part, everything works pretty good. If you smack them, they should somewhat stop you, either stop you or slow you down enough that hopefully you pay attention, you can stop. Okay, so now, with that being said, we're just going to quickly run down just so I can show you. So this one, medium rock 1, and these are all, some of them are turned, some of them aren't turned, so I don't remember exactly what I did. Medium rock 4 there, we did a medium rock 1, medium rock 1, medium rock 1, medium rock 1, medium rock 2, and over here we did a medium rock 2, we did a medium rock 4, and then we did a medium rock 2, and then over here, we did a large rock 1, and we did a medium rock 3, and then we did a large rock 2. So it kind of does that, like, so to speak, natural blockade, so to speak, like, kind of thing. Now, obviously, we're going to play it up that we definitely brought these landscaping rocks in and had them installed. But we got that done. That's nice. As you can see, we took the water plane out because we were having those issues with, I figured it out because we couldn't place our fence. So what we're going to do is we are going to get rid of these here real quick. Because I would like to. Now, the problem is we might. Whoa. There we go. Get out of there. Oh, great. Yep. Now, what we might have to do is move the lamppost, or we might have to put this down first, right? Because that's the other thing, too, is so we want our toggle snapping is on. We're going to go right about there. Oh, right about there. And we want a nice straight line right there. Oh, please. Nice. Oh, that's more gooder. Here, we can shut that off for a sec. Oh, that's more gooder. I like that way more. Okay. Well, that's way better. Now, still granted, it's nothing too crazy, but I do like that a lot more than I like the other, than those little rollover bars. Now, from that, and now when it comes to the water plane, we aren't going to put that back in until the very last, until we know we're done. We put it in, we've taken it out enough bloody times that we are not going to do that until we're all finished up. And that includes the aging too, because we have, so this is all set up, everything's ready to go here. We got our building there, we've got our turnaround, we've got some room there to move, maneuver, and park, which is good. We've even got a little spare storage. We can use that for parking right there if we want. That might be a good idea. And then we've got this area here is pretty much all done. We did, you know what? Let's just see. Decoration that should be way at the bottom. But we did have that old harvester decoration there, so I definitely want to see if we can put that one in as well, because I definitely want to try. I want to try to keep as close to 22 as we can, within reason. And then also, I'm also trying to keep in mind too how we have, or way at the bottom here. I'm also trying to keep in mind too that we have a lot more things to do in 25. So, to a degree, it's also trying to see if I can remember. Nope, not down here. Okay, I'll find that later. That's okay. I'll find that later. Because, yeah, 25, we have a lot more things to do. So that means we're going to have to kind of keep in mind we need more room, right? Like, I'm also already trying to figure out about mushroom greenhouse, right? Because we got our regular greenhouses. Now, what we also still have to do, because our original home is still there, and it's moved up. I think that's moved up quite significantly. Yeah, because the original home, I think, was right about here, and then the garage was right about there. Or maybe I'm off. No, I'm off. Yep, that is the original spot. It's the red barn that's messing me up. That would be right there. Okay, because what we have to do now that we have our house, right? We've got the house, we've got the garage, everything's ready to rock and roll there. We are going to, let's just do it. Let's just get rid of it, because we are just about ready to move in. So we're going to sell that. Yep. That is gone, so we're going to recoup a little bit of money. Then what we want to do is we want to be putting in our, what do we want? Factories, and we just want a regular tailor. Tailor shop. Oh, what's this? Oh. Oh, but it's got the dump on that side, huh? Oh, dump on that side, and then the pallets on. Hold on. Let's see, because I do know that we do have the Elmcreek placeables. So let's just see if we can do future boom productions points pack. Oh, I think this is it. Wait, 1 moment. Bakery. Oh no, we went too far. Tailor shop. Haha! There it is. Yep, that's the one that we have. Okay, so that is the original from what we had before. Now, what we want to do, what we did before, is we had a little drive in there. And it was right about there. So this one, we're going to go snapping on. And then we want it... Okay, so actually, you know what? We're going to go snapping on, but we're going to go free mode off, because we want to kind of do that level. It's overlapping with something. Okay, so let's try just go as close as we can. See, not much leveling there. Oh, put that there. All right. That gets that going. So now that should give us ample room to make our little drive. So we're going to grab our, careful. We're going to grab our level, our known good level right here. And I'm just going to work it up beside. There we go, just a little bit. And I'm going to turn the camera because now we want the up and down right here, right? We want to have just that straight in from here, nice and level. Excuse me, that tree is going to muck us up a little bit, but that's okay because we still have access into here, and that's exactly what we need. Now there is that little bump right here. You can see the little shadow right there. So we're going to grab our soften. We're just going to soften that up a little bit, up and down, right? We want up and down as if we're driving then. And then we're going to go soften this way, right there. So then from there, we should be able to get, actually, that would be the, you know what? You're pretty close. Let's get you. We got the old Case IH here. So we're going to grab this one. And again, we're just going to be checking our transitions, right? So we're going to check our transitions. We're going to see how they go. It's your little teetsy bootsies. Oh, this is awesome. Oh, yeah, bringing back memories. All right, so then we come up here. That's a little rough. We might have to readjust that little bump there. But then when we come up here, we should be able to go in. Oh, yeah, very nice, very nice. And then we spin back around. And we come down here. Oh, very nice, very nice. And then same thing going in. Not too crazy bumpies. Oh, that's beauty. That's beauty. So then we'll be able to grab our forklift with that. That was the routine, right? We would just, that was the one thing that we would have all of our forklift work would be done over yonder by the greenhouses, right? So all of our forklift work, the plan was, when I just first designed it, was we have our pallets here, pallets here, pallets here. So it's kind of like all of our pallet work was in one spot. And then I didn't realize that there was no Tailor on the map. Oh, here we go. We got a little bit of stuff right there, so we'll take care of that. But I didn't realize there was no Tailor on the map. So with that realization, then it became one of those situations where let's do something. So we got rid of our house, we moved into the back. So now I'm going to go the known good from the Tailor here level. I'm going to grab my level, and I'm just going to try to work it out a little bit here. And what we're going to do is we're going to soften it. But what I don't want to do is I don't want to soften it right from the edge of the loading area, right? So we're going to bring our level out. There we go. Just bring it out a bit. So, oh, careful. So now you can see how the level is extended a smidge. Because if we grab our soften, if we were to grab our soften and we started softening over here, that would have the loading area go uneven, right? So now technically this is the unloading area. So actually, I thought we had that on. One moment. Oh, no, my bad. Boop, boop, boop. There we go. Okay. So that is the unloading area technically, but regardless, if it's for the loading or the unloading areas, the same thing with right here, right? Like where we wanted to bring our level out, and then we want to do manipulation outside of that little area there, just for where the pallets sit. Because I know sometimes I have put things down, and I did that. I did exactly what I'm telling you not to do, and the pallets came down and they were sitting on level. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to soften up this little spot. I don't want to hit the warehouse here, so we're just going to soften and try not to hit the pavement or the concrete that's painted in. And then this front spot, this is just the drive, so we are going to soften this all the way around here, just like so. Nice and easy there. Now, go back to our tractor. And this is where I feel the tractors are nicer, or anything with the suspension. The cars, especially the in-game, base game pickup trucks, God, those suspensions are just so rough. So, I mean, they are nice because they will actually, you can find some pretty smoking. Actually, you know what? Let's try that. Because with the tougher suspension, technically, you should be able to find the bumps easier. However, I feel like sometimes it's a little unnatural, just how rough of a ride. But I do realize I have done it with these, especially with this International, where I've put a pallet in it, and it almost squishes the suspension down just enough that it makes it, it actually feels like it rides normal, rides better. Oh yeah, there we go. And whoa! Our bridges pack is gone? Did I forget? Is there an update? I've already saved. Okay, well, okay, we'll come back to that. And this is why you do a drive around first. Oy vey, oy vey. All right, so we'll just double check this. Yeah, see, that's not bad at all. I like that. And then we'll just come back around here, get a good... Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay, what happened to my bridge? There was no bridge there. That's there was just a little walkway. I know that, but because those would be in others, I do believe, aren't they? Oh yeah. What happened to our bridge? Okay, well, all right, well, let's just reload that. I have no idea what happened. Overlaps. Yes, I know it overlaps. Now the question is I don't remember. Oh, here we go. We're getting... yes, okay, so we want to be right about... Can't be. Oy vey. Now I don't remember where... Oh, there it is. So that's nicely... Okay, hold on. Let's try... Let's try there. Overlap. Oh, sorry, free mode on. Boom. Oh, whoa. That's totally cutting off our... Whoa. Nope, sell that. All right, hold on. Because that's cutting off our road. So we want to be more... Wait, hey. Or is it? Yeah. Okay, let's try this way. Okay. So that's more around here, wasn't it? What's go? Okay, hold on. Oh, wait. Is there a customized? No. What happened? Interesting. Okay, bear with me here. And we are gonna go to decorations. Maybe it's in here, unless it is. Is there a bridge pack that I totally forgot to bring in? And unfortunately, like I said, I've already put those rocks down and I've already saved it before I actually did a full drive around. So I do believe. Well, I know we're kind of hooped in that sense. Where is? That's got to be part of that bridge pack, unless there's a different bridge pack. Ooh. One moment. Here, well, we're gonna save this, and then yeah, let me go see what I got, what I forgot to load. Okay, yeah, it was the bridge set. That's what I don't know how it got. Yeah, there it is, bridge set right there. I don't know how that got removed, or I totally obviously I totally brain farted that and removed it at some point. I don't know why. But all right, here we go. Let's try again. Let's hopefully we can get this line back up to where it was. I see. Oh, I saw it go down a little bit. See how it just moved up and then goes forward. And then if I screech, oh, yeah, right there. Let's try that. Free mode on, snapping on, boom. Oh, across our little fingies. Oh, my word. Nope. I can see it from here. Right there. Okay. So get rid of you. So bridge set large. I'm going to say it was bridge set large. Let's try that one. Hey, that looks more gooder. Okay, let's see, because where it goes into the ground there. So we're going to slide it on back. Slide it on back. Slide it. Oh. Does it go down in? Let's try right there. Free mode on, snapping on. Boom. I see a little bump on this side, and then it looks like it goes in on that side. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad at all. Swing her on back again. Oh, that looks bad from this side. Well, that's not too shabby. Right? Worn down. Got some bumps worn into it. I think that's pretty good. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Crisis averted. Terribly sorry about that. I have no idea. Got a little bump in her, but I think that's doable. All right. Back at it. All right. Terribly sorry about that little sidetrack there. Yeah, make note of that. Not to do that again. Now, when it comes to this way, we did have a little parking spot for a couple cars. But what I'm thinking we could do is we could actually put maybe a car or two up here for like employees, so to speak. Because again, when it comes, you know what, we're up here. This area is already aged, so we're going to do this right now together. We are going to grab our paint. Oh, no. Paint's up there. We're going to grab our green. Go in with the green here. Cover this up. And then what I'm going to do is we're going to whoa, calm down. We're not going to go too crazy with the green because we already, easy with the trees. We're just going to fill in just along the edges here. There we go. Now, again, if it was right from scratch, we probably would do the full fill in with grass and then do the cover up. But because we've already aged this area, we're just going to do this specific spot. Now the gravel area, I think we're just going to bring it back in with the gravel. Just keep it like that. And then I think, calm down here. And I did see that little smooch. Okay, we're going to squeeze in here. Oh. So see that little edge right there? I want to see if we can soften that. I would like to see if we can just calm down. Okay, let's do it from the other side. Let's get her softened. Just want to know. No, it won't. Okay, that's okay though. That's okay because I'll show you. We are just going to cover that up with grass. So we've got our green all painted, right? That is all good there. We don't see anything there. Don't see anything there. That's all there. That's all there. Excellent. Now what we're going to do is we're going to grab our gravel here real quick, and then we're just going to go back over. There we go. Calm down. Go, gravel. We're just going to fill in around the grass. Nothing too crazy, but I just don't want that concrete. There's no need to have that concrete here. And then let's fill in some gravel here, like so. Okay, that's all filled in there. Now we're going to go to our long grass, because our long grass is going to be on our direct edges, especially on the back side. So grab long, calm down, fill it in as close to that side, then bring it back. There we go. Now we will grab, you know what, let's grab our medium. Actually, we'll stick with our long. We're going to go circle, and we'll do some long in the corner here. And then maybe along this edge. Actually, we'll just fill in. Yeah. Fill all in with long. Right there, long there. Okay, this is where we're going to go straight up. Fill all in. And it's okay if it's coming up through the, it's okay if it's going to be coming up through the steps, but we will fix that. So don't worry. So a little bit along there, and we're just going to fill that in. Fill up the edge here. Perfect. Now we're going to grab our medium. And grab that. And we're just going to touch up the edges here with some medium. And kind of up a little bit here and there. And we'll split the little spots, medium there, a little bit of medium there. How about some over here, coming out there, there, like so. That's kind of working our way. And what we'll do is we'll do a little medium up to that little ladder, because I can barely see it, but there is a ladder back there. Medium on the edge there. Excellent. Now we're going to go to our short. Boom. And then the short we're just going to do around our edges, or sorry, around our entrances. Cover that up like so, like there. Maybe a little bit of short around the edges. There. Short there. Short there. Coming our way out. Same thing. Little spots of short. Short there. And again, that's okay that we're putting it in the gravel. That's okay. So short in there. Kind of up the edge, right? That's all we're going to do is just kind of up the edge and just kind of work it around into the medium, back and forth. Go loosey-gooseys, loosey-gooseys. Now we come back with our gravel. Yeah, please meter. There we go, gravel. And we're going to go just one size up and our circle, and then we're just going to work in our entrance. So there's our road right there, and then we have this. Drive up into that door, that in. And then we'll do one little spot right there, make it look like a little bit of grass going in there. And then we can probably have that come out a bit. And then same thing here, a little bit there. Gonna work her with gravel in a bit. Spot coming out, people driving around and through, so we can have that. We'll go with one small and just kind of, see if we can kind of cut in low. There we go, cut in a little bit there. Then we're gonna cut in our entrance right there. Way, another entrance right there, that in, and this is where we're going to have our little drive road or what. Whoa, calm down, there we go. That's going to come in. Now this one, you got pallets and stuff, so we got a lot of work, like a lot of working areas. So this is where I am just going to open it right up. We're not going to put that much grass. We're going to have entranceway going in there. That's coming out pretty regular. We're going to cover that in. And when you back out, you still have to back out, right? So we're going to back out, have that come in around, and come back around like so. All right. Oh, not too much, right? But it does fit in now. So a little bit of paint, a little bit of grass. That's all good. And then what we can do real quick here, hopefully, we'll just grab a couple bushes. Oh, we're not there yet. So we want to grab, actually, that's right. We're going to grab a bush here, fill that in. And then what we can do is we put a nice, is there lettuce? That might be a little bit too, whoa, calm down. There we go. There we go. Nice little couple bushes there. And then we'll grab, how about this little tiny one? I think these are little tiny ones. Head out. Nope, that is got to be a big one. Stop it, Major. There we go. Oh, ooh, that's a little bit too far in. That's okay. So put that maybe right about there. And then we'll go back with some gravel and some paint, or sorry, gravel for this little outer one. That's a little too far. And then we're going to grab our grass. Let's grab our lawn. There we go. A couple little bushes right there. And then we're going to toss in, how about a couple of these little ones? If there are lettuce, are they big ones? Are they little ones? Oh no, they're kind of, there we go. A couple little right there. And then I think these are the little tiny ones. These have got to be the little tiny ones. Whoa, boy. All right, that's a big one. You know what? That's pretty good right there. And then we've got some big ones here, so we can actually, let the camera kind of do its own thing. And then up here is where we did have our house, so what we can do is we can get rid of that. Grass. Cover it up. We don't want to be going into our road. Grass right there. Back to our lawn. Fill that in with some long right there. Just kind of be willy-nilly, and then grab some medium. Just kind of work it in, work it around. And there, let's see. A couple of these. Oh, these are the lower ones. Okay. All right. That's nice. And then what about these All right, just random fuss, right? So just kind of fill it in. Again, artist discretion, right? This is all artist discretion. How you feel about doing it, that's all how you want to do it. So more bushes, less bushes, no bushes, however you want. Grass, however you want. All right, so the tailor is, I would say the tailor. Oh, no. That's right. Major, you still forgetting your details here. So there's one little detail I do like to put. This is just me being me. A little bit of dirt, because I don't think it's going to be frequented very often, so we'll put a little bit of dirt there, and then maybe we'll just have a little bit of dirt come out this way, and then kind of work it in there. So then that, in that sense, here we go. I now have our official tailor is ready to go, and a little walk path. There we go, to the ladder up there. We got some trees. Again, this is, you're not going to see that little bump on the ground anymore, so that's all blended in nicely. And then we have our spot where our pallets are going to show up, and a little spot, bring our forklift in, grab our pallets, and then we can just wheel those right over to our warehouse whenever we do our, or when we do our monthly pickup, so to speak, or when you do monthly pickup. All right. Tailor is done. So that means we are ready to move into our, let's fire you up. All right, we'll go hit this bridge too. We'll get down here because now what we are ready to do, this aging area is all done. We have all the aging and everything done in this area as well. So this is all done as well. Same thing down here, got all of this aging done. Everything's good to go aging wise except our last field now. So you just saw a very small version of it, right? And I do have that time lapse, a quick 5-minute time lapse just to show you a bit of a detailed version of the aging process. But what we're going to do from here is we are going to age it. Don't worry, I will do that momentarily. And then again, like I said, we're going to wait until our water plane is the aging is done. So then I know all of my placements ready to go. And then we'll put our water plane in. So let's get... What do we say here? Let's go. Let's try. I don't know. Let's get a good shot here. So hopefully I can get a good before and after here. So let's say right about there. Oh yeah, hold on here. Let's go right there. All right. Here's the before. And here is the after. So I think I got it as close as I could to the original position. And the only thing I didn't do was I totally forgot that looking at that, we need to slap down some water plants. Let's just do that here real quick. Sorry. Here, go. All the way to the bottom. Oh, no plants. Plants, idiot. All the way to the bottom. There we go. And we're getting pretty good at this here, so we can do this super quick. So we want, you know what? We want the noise. So we want this one. What is this one? No, that one. So we're going to do... that one right there. We're going to go free mode on. We'll do one there. And let's just fill that in right about there. And then we'll do maybe one more. Boom. Like that. And then we're going to grab this one right there for our circle or the edge here. Oh, yeah. Right there. And then last but not least, these ones. Yeah, these ones are no noise, so that's okay because we've already got the one noise, so we don't want too much noise. So we're just going to put that, let's say, right there, coming up from the ground a bit. Turn them a little bit here, and then we'll go a little bit there. So it's almost like it's growing up in this back corner there. All right, here we go. Let's see what it looks like. This is all aged in, right? We got all the entrances there up to the, I forgot to open up. I have to open up all the doors to make sure that we're all good. Okay, there we go. Oh, we're not good. Let's grab our, we are going to grab our gravel because we are gravel up here. Gravel, a little bit of gravel there, and a little bit of gravel there. Perfect. Done and done. So that's all good. Got our entrance now. These doors are half open just because I did have the entrance right here. So when you do open those doors, they do actually close. And then we've got our concrete in here. Same thing. right there, little door right there with access, and we do have a little path right there to the door. Got our barbecue, access to get into the dumpster. Got some stuff we're gonna be putting there eventually, a couple little decorations. We did a little bit of the concrete pour out from the building to put our fuel in, and then what I did was I just worked the gravel around it to make it look like it's kind of worn in and aged itself in. So we've got our refuel right there. Then we have our house right here. Actually, you know what? Let's just, we could just say this is our short-term parking. Nah. Right there. Boom. We can park our pickup truck right there, and then go right in the entrance. Now, for the garage area, just again, we're a little shop area, head and storage area. So we've got that all worked in. Same thing with the gravel, right? Working it all up to each door, bringing it all in. We've got it all grown over with the bushes, all the grass, long grass where we're not going to be cutting. That's long grass. You know what? We could probably put a little bit of medium grass there. That seems a little bit long right there. So let's just grab our medium. And we are going to grab our medium. Tighten that up a little bit right there. How about that? Boom, boom, boom. Like about so. Yeah, that looks more gooder. Right on. Same thing. A little bit of long grass there built up. And then into our backyard. Leave that the way it is. Awesome. And same thing, a little bit of longer. You know what? Let's do some more medium. Let's do a little bit of medium right on the edge here. Just kind of up the edge there, and then up and around there. How's that? Ooh, that looks more gooder. Nice. I like that. That same thing. Going. Oh, major. See, this is why we like the walkthroughs, right? Get those little details. Back this up, and actually that looks like a little bit. So we're gonna go. Our medium, and we're going to put our medium around the pumpkin and just around here, that, fill in that a little bit right there. Then we'll go grab our gravel, and we've got to put our entrance here. So work that in like so, just like that. And, you know, we can park this thing anywhere we want. So leave that there, so then let's go around, or it's so hard. It's like, do you want to see the inside? The outside? Let's do it this way. This one seems just feels more gooder. All right. So now coming around here again, same thing. Just kind of worn it in, right? Put the grass in, then we work our gravel in. We've got some grass and shrubbery up and around the rocks. Same thing around there. Same thing coming in here. Just working its way into our shed back there. Our little harvester shed. Eventually, whatever gets parked in there, that's going to work in. Didn't have our harvester, so I'm going to have to keep my eye out for another old, worn-out harvester, but I'm keeping it open for just in case. Because I think I did see one. So we put the water plane in, and again, thankfully, it was low enough that it's not getting hit on the tires, so that's nice. We've got our shrubbery and everything all decorating the pond there, so we've got that all placed in nicely. And then that should grow up and start making some noise. We got some bushes up here, again, just to kind of hide that ungodly little berm there, so to speak. So we are just going to do a little bit more hiding, because I do see this little bit right here, so we can just put that in there. And then again, it just doesn't, you don't really seem to notice that hard jut from the landscaping. So it's actually kind of nice, blends in really nice. Same thing coming in here. So we've got this little area, so we've got a little spot that we've turned around, vehicles coming in and out of the shop. We've got all this storage room now too for all of our even more equipment, because we've got lots of stuff to store. And then our heat pellet plant. This is what we did. So we have our two bunkers. So one bunker will be our hay pellets, and the other bunker will be our straw pellets, where we'll put small piles in. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put the big piles, one in here, one in there. And then what we do is we use our skid steer. So there's the little access road. You got a little access road in there, and then that goes into the back where we're going to have our skid steer. You can have your skid steer parked, and it just sits here, and it'll just load up every day. Every day it loads up, and there is access to our bunkhouse, so to speak, we can say. So we do have access, not that it'll ever be needed, I don't think. And then what we did is we just did the gravel around up to the service door, into the pellet heat plant, same thing. Gravel around here, and then what we did as well for the actual wear marks, right here, a little bit right here, and then over there, as we seen, whereas we just wrote it in, painted it in as if it was tire marks. So maybe we'll have some parking here, right? exterior parking. Same thing here. We got little small trailers or bigger trailers, right? Little exterior parking that can go into there. So we've got that. That's all good goo. And that is all blended. Same thing here, right? So we get up to here. Now, again, because of the paint restrictions, land restrictions, we can't do anything with this corner. I'm kind of pooped here. So that's as far as I can go to try to make it blend. But I did blend it into this road fairly nicely, I think. And I blended this section up into here. So I just wish I could blend this little corner right here. But I can't. That's okay. And then same thing, we're just going to zip around here. We just did, again, bushes up around the trees. Just kind of make it grown in. Right? Nothing too crazy. We didn't go any slots for trees or anything like that. We're not going there yet. We're not there yet. So then we blended this little area in, get a little entrance right there, nice little transition, and there we go. So I'm gonna say it's official. Let's just do this right now. We can bring this puppy right here. Let's put this one right in there. For now, there we go. And then let's get our no, we don't know. Yeah, you know what? Let's bring you home too. Yeah, we're bringing a plow in. We can put this into the. We'll do a little drive-through too. We get little bushes up there. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm excited. And oh my word, this is reminding me too much. So this bump here, yeah, see, that's quite the little nasty bump. I'm wondering, can we? Let's just see. Because I left it in 22. So I just want to see if we can. We want decorations and a bridge set. Oh, no, that is an others, isn't it? Meow. Yep. Let's see what we got. Let's just see, because I do remember the last time I was looking into this, the bump on it was just ungodly, because there's the ground right there. And if I remember correctly, the last testing I did, the upper bump, no. But that's just the way it is. We might be able to soften it a bit, but we'll have to go from there. But all right, drive on through here. We got this all. Oh, this is so memories. You have an actual working calf pen. And our horse pen. I will say, I'm so happy. I'm obnoxiously proud of that horse pen. All right, so let's park this bad boy in here. Right, we don't have very much decoration in here. I understand that. We will get there. Again, I'm worried about the slot count factor. Where is our? There it is. There we go. We can say we're officially moved in. Get this in here. Okay. Oh yeah, nice transition there. And then we can park you. Let's park you right in here. Beauty. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, so now, unfortunately, like I said, I absolutely hate leaving things unfinished. So this is where we are going to wrap it up here for the end of this episode. Now, moving forward, next episode, this is what I am excited about. Here, let's just do a quick little, see, the problem is if you go too far away, you lose some of the detail. But look at this. Oh my, this is so close to 22. Holy jumping. This is scary. Absolutely scary. So, next episode, the plan is our grape field. We have our grape field and we have our entranceway. So the entranceway has to get installed here. And then we have our grapes that we did. So in 22, we had grapes in this field. And then we actually had olives right here. We had olives in this field right there. So next episode, what we're going to do is we are going to install our grapes. We're going to get those done. We're going to do our ring road, our service road, and then we will do the entrance because we got to put our grapes in first to know what to delete and then get into the road. But again, I'm getting ahead of myself. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for joining. Thanks for being here. I hope you're excited because I am super excited. I am so excited. And I'm so glad this is done. Oh, look at that. Oh, yeah. We even got the kids' spot to jump off of. Little car underneath in the water to get some plunder. We can go hide some stuff in there from kitties. Even a little spot there to sit and bathe in the sun. Well, after you bathe in the water. Can we see the car? I don't even know. Oh, barely. Barely. There it is. There we go. We got some plunder underneath there where kids can go find. Woo, this is coming along nicely. All right. Well, again, thank you very much. Thank you so much for everything. And yeah, we will hopefully see you in next episode.